Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Thursday, September 25th, 2014. Well, you probably heard the talking heads were really excited about the new home sales number yesterday, and the market just popped just incredibly. So it was a good day all around for the bulls. Petroleum status report, not sure exactly what that means, but for today we have durable good orders and jobless claims both at 8:30 this morning. Typical Thursday, at least for the jobless claims. Let's see what's happening across the oceans in Asia. Looking mixed to maybe just slightly to the bearish side, and in Europe we are almost 100% bullish and mildly bullish, I guess you could say. Okay, so no one cares about the Home Depot data breach. Nobody cares about practically anything anymore, to tell you the truth. And that's probably an incorrect blanket statement to make. I can't believe I actually read this article here on the iPhone 6 and its bending problem, compounded by the release of 8.0.1 that actually killed the cellular service. I don't know how this kind of stuff can happen. But anyway, enough editorial comments, right? Let's just get down to business. Okay, and business here is the futures in the U.S. are flat right now, and gold is down, and it's threatening to drop below $1,200. Oil's at $92.67. Seems to be up a little bit from it was hanging around the 90s and the 91s. Now it's threatening to pop above 93, but not quite there yet. Silver is still under $18. Okay, busy day yesterday. Entered, let me look at my list here, SPX. I wanted to get into NDX, but my order did not execute. I think it just took off on me is what happened. And I wasn't going to chase it, so I just let it ride. BIDU, Google, and Chipotle, and we'll take a look at those as we go through the A+ list. I think I'm going to have to get out of Priceline today. It's in the money. Some of these others, these are 50 deltas from yesterday, BIDU and Chipotle. Not worried about them at this time. Today, I'm hoping that they continue their movement in the expected direction, which is up because they are positive delta. Priceline is negative delta. Maybe they could switch places because Priceline went and duped me. And we'll talk about that when we get there. Alright, I think I figured out why my drawings are not saving. And the reason is that I've been having these frequent crashes of the Thinkorswim platform, and when it crashes, anything you've done during that session does not get saved. But if you would do something like go to setup and say save workspace, I believe that will save your charts. So that's, I think, the problem that I was having. And I experimented with it yesterday. I was going to send this big, long email to the tech people at Thinkorswim, and I thought, well, I better check this first before I go and look like an idiot. And that is what I found out. I was using Priceline as my example. I had like 102 drawings on that thing, And by doing this, either exiting gracefully or shutting down normally, which it saves your configuration when it does that, or going over to setup and saying save workspace as, and I have one here that I just, surprise, I call it the Guru, and I hit save and click OK, and it goes ahead and it saves my deleted drawings from my charts. Okay, let's jump over to Apple. Okay, and we have an alert on Apple, which is no longer valid. Well, yeah, because we had confirmation here. Didn't have a good day yesterday. I'm surprised it had that good of a day. So we are out of this now. So we'll do that. Get rid of that, and we're going to remove all drawings. And then I'll just make sure, at least on Apple's, I'll say save the workspace. So now I'm for sure, I should have for sure gotten rid of all drawings on Apple. Alright, Amazon. Okay, so there's a bunch of old drawings on Amazon, but I have these. I don't want to delete everything because I really want to pay attention to what's going on here and leave these drawings on here. So we have two positions now on Amazon. This one here was entered on Tuesday, and this was entered last week. The 58 one expires tomorrow, and the 66 one expires next Friday. Not worried about this right now. It looks threatening, but I don't believe it really is. Now, we do have a new target up here, and we might just jump in on this again, so I'll slide this over here. We did it here, and we did it basically off of this mark here. Looks a little late, doesn't it? Make sure I have the right. This was the 23rd. I'm wondering, I have to go back and check to make sure it was the 23rd. Okay, but we have another opportunity possibly coming up on Amazon. Boeing. We do have a position on Boeing, and it's at 130, and our credit on that was 23 cents. So let me add that to it. Okay. I like to know that, so if I want to get out and I say, well, you know what, if it's only going to cost me 10 cents to buy it back, I'll do it now, because I'm better than 50% profit level. BIDU. BIDU. Yes. We have a 50 delta on BIDU. And the credit's not in here. Maybe it doesn't fit. No, it's not in there. It's $1. There. And that expires this Friday. This entered yesterday in the afternoon here. This kind of gives you an idea of what time it was entered, and if I always try to get down pretty close to at least within 5 minutes over here on my time, just so I know in case I want to go back and check things. So we're looking for Amazon to continue its, or BIDU to continue its march up. Alright, Chipotle, we also entered a 50 delta yesterday. Bunch of drawings on it as well. And we just need another day or two for this to work out. Hopefully it gets out of the money today, so I don't have to worry about anything happening tonight. If it doesn't get out of the money today, I don't know. I'll have to see what happens, what I might want to do later today. We're looking at 653, 669, so about the last is just about midpoint. Well, no, it's not. About 661, it looks like it might open at 662. So we'll have to see here if that will continue its march up. All right, Costco, one of the few that we're not in right now. Why do you keep moving up on me? I don't understand that. Very frustrating. We have a new high here on Costco. Were they on our list? No, they weren't. No, and the reason why they weren't on the list is I just needed some sort of evidence that this trading range here was going to change, and this might be evidence that it has. So in my mind, I'd be looking for a 50 delta somewhere in the future after the stochastic moves up and then comes back down. Let's take a look at the Dow. Had a very nice day yesterday. Let me zoom out here. Let's take a look here. And I don't want to do what I was thinking of doing. I was going to look at it like a longer term chart, but I'm not going to do that. We'll just skip over gold. Google. Here we entered a 50 delta yesterday on this hook. And we only collected 85 cents. Let's take a look at that one. We went not so much. I didn't exactly hit a 50 delta on that. I went a little short on my delta. A little bit less than 50. Just because, well, the next strike was just too far away for me. So when I picked this, it was around, well, it was probably around 45 at that time too. And the next one up here was just too far out. So I thought, well, 85 cents on a 250 spread. Well, it's not exactly my one-to-one risk reward, but it's a 170 versus 330. It's almost like a 20 delta. But anyway, I was more confident in having this trade be successful with doing that. So I was a little bit short on that. Let's take a look at LinkedIn. Okay, we have a bounce here off the 50. This may be a good sign for LinkedIn. I think it may just continue its ride up. So we're going to be looking for a 50 delta out here. NDX tried but failed to get in on it. I could probably delete these drawings, right? So now we'd be looking for a new one out here someplace. Okay, we have our 20 delta marker out here, so we'll try again later. Netflix. Netflix. We are in Netflix right down here with an 83 cent credit. So it's not even showing up here. We're at 430, which is 10 below here, so it's not even showing up. So I thought that, if these two moving averages are going to converge, I might just look for another 20 delta up here. That's hopeful thinking, or I don't know. It's not exactly an iron condor, because I think waiting this long to put on the other side is not a good idea for an iron condor. So we'll just probably just stick with this one here, but I wanted this to be a focus for my eyes when I come to take a look at it. Okay, price line, I think we already sort of covered that, but we'll take a quick peek at it again. We're going to have to do something about this today, unless it moves in the money, or out of the money, I should say. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Russell, we're looking for a target up here. Didn't have an opportunity yesterday. I didn't feel comfortable going long on the Russell at this time because we're headed down, and even the 20 EMA. This is kind of weird, isn't it? I think this is weird, where the 20 is below it. Well, it was kind of fishing around in there for a period of time. Fishing, it's more like a dive into the water and then come up and then swim along the top and then go down again. So we might be headed down here, which is the reason why I have a target set here. SPX, we are in. Shows up right here. What was our, what's this thing? Let's see what it says here. Yeah, it's $1.20 on that. So we are down here, or I am anyway. I don't know where you guys are at, but down here at 1965, which is pretty low. So I think we should be pretty much okay with that one. We can see it here if you want to see it. And that should hold, has held for quite a while here. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay. Nothing to worry about there today. Or at this particular point in time, there's no worry. Okay, Tesla. We weren't sure about this. We need proof. So now we're looking out here. We have proof. If we break above the 50, we'll have proof here that we're headed back up, and the 20 should bend and turn back into this light green color. And last but not least is Visa. Still not sure about Visa, but was looking for an opportunity up here. And the width of the strikes on Visa, you just take a look at this for just a minute or two. We got 250 strikes on a $200 underline, $2.50. So let's just say that based on this chart, we wanted to get in with a bull put at this time with an expiration here of next Friday. So if we go here to Oct 1 and look at where just two strikes out of the money, just two strike prices out of the money. We're at 210. Don't feel comfortable with that. 210 is down here. Well, that's held for many weeks. That could be a wiener. It's held for this week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Could be. That could be. We just don't know where this puppy's going, though. I just threw this up here. I don't know why. I don't remember why. And if you remember why, I really don't need to be reminded, because it may not make any sense to me. I'm not sure, but anyway, I was sort of thinking that we might be headed down here, and we'll just let that sit for a little while longer. All right, 20-minute mark. I think that that's good enough for today. I would like to thank you for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.